Happy twinchella!
Beautiful twin sisters.
Beautiful twin sisters. Beautiful twin sisters.
Wow, welcome back to the Beautiful Twin Sisters podcast, Coachella edition.
We are in Palm Springs today. You got that right.
Yes.
We're at weekend 2 of Coachella 2025. What the heck? We also film a week early, so this will probably be hella delayed, but it's okay. This is my second ever Coachella. This is your third, right?
Yes, this is my third Coachella in a row. I've gone 2023, 2024, and now 2025.
How would you describe your previous years in one word?
Okay, my first Coachella, nightmare.
Oh.
The absolute worst.
Okay.
Crying every day.
Yes. Well, yes.
Year 2, so awesome.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and what's your prediction
Sibling
for...
fun time.
Oh, period. What's your prediction for this year?
I think this year will be epic chill vibes. I think last year was
chill.
like really high energy, like fun vibes, but also like, oh my God, what's going on vibes. Mm-hmm. And then this year, I think, it's weekend 2. Weekend 2 is supposed to be a little bit more laid back, but I feel like everyone will just go like enjoy the music and we'll just really be there to enjoy.
Like we are actually going to Coachella for the sake of the music festival, not like the
not for
nonsense.
like taking a picture with James Charles.
I'm sad that we're missing those things because that did look pretty fun.
Yeah.
But we're also missing, I think, some of the toxic vibes that were circulating in the Coachella air this year, at least on TikTok. What is up with these comment sections?
Yeah.
Did you witness? I'm like, I don't remember that happening last year. The amount of judgment for people's outfits.
Yeah, everyone's been so judgmental for people's
Like,
outfits.
what?
I think like people will be like, well, this person's an influencer, they should have a good outfit. And it's like, just because you're an influencer doesn't mean like you have to have a style, like have to have a stylist, have to have a hairdresser, have to have all these things.
Or
I think,
even good style, period.
yeah, like who gives a fuck, period.
No one, sometimes people just have bad style. I don't have good style.
I mean, low-key same. So that's why we're just like, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I think we both have our own styles. I think we have good style. I think we're going to have great outfits. And some people don't understand the vision of the outfits. Even last year, I feel like some people did not understand the vision of my outfits because it was like...
Oh, yeah, yours were a little...
It was more like sporty mixed with desert.
Insert some photos.
I really did more so just sporty vibe, which maybe isn't the typical Coachella vibe. But for me, it was really fun and it was like more bright colors and I was having a fun time and it was like quirky and fun. But some people be like, what the fuck? But then at the same time, I'm just like, you just don't get it, bitch.
Yeah, you don't get it.
You just don't get it. And at the same time, anything that's unstylish, it's like, well, they're ahead of the curve.
It's like maybe
They could be behind, but they might be ahead.
right?
Yeah, so it's like, who really cares? But I think there is this expectation for people that are influencers to like be really well dressed and be on top of it and like entertain the masses as they are supposed to.
Right? It's kind of, I don't know, like since when did Coachella outfits become so like high stakes?
I know.
Like the pressure to serve is severe.
I think it's because Coachella is so much more than just like a music festival. It's like really a media moment, and the biggest moment that people really post about on TikTok like is the outfit aspect of it.
Yeah.
So
It's the influencer Olympics. Did
Low-key.
James Charles show any cheeks this year?
not that I know.
No, he didn't. I'm just realizing because I would have seen it on my timeline.
Yeah.
What the hell? James, bring back the assless chaps.
I think he needs to do it for like
That's obviously
for
what
a
the people
moment.
want.
Yeah.
Oh, but speaking of bringing back what the people want,
Yes.
we are trying to bring back some 2012 vibes in at least one of our outfits.
Yeah, like 2012 to 2016 vibes.
Yeah, like flower crowns. So we have a few
Tumblr.
options. I don't know if it'll actually turn out amazing, but I think if we put the, what's it called, De Janeiro filter on Instagram on it.
Oh yeah, Rio de Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro. Why did I just say De Janeiro? But if we put that filter on it, I
Sol de
think it will
Janeiro.
sell it.
Yeah.
Sol de Janeiro.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
I'm a little scared because I feel like
I don't want to get judged.
I don't want to get judged. I like making Coachella outfits. I like wearing stuff that, like I feel confident and fun in, and inevitably we will get judged no matter what. However, online I did see people get literally dragged for their outfits, or they'll be like, why is Alex Earl wearing this moto jacket? This is so stupid. Or like, why did Katie Fang wear that skirt? Like,
I don't know,
and people are just like popping off.
I think
in a bad way.
That's just the way the internet is going these days. Like, people just love to get upset about things. I think that's just what generates views, is like angering people.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of influencers unintentionally angered the masses with their outfits, and then that's it. It's a weird vibe. But I think I'm excited for the music this year. Joe, that's number one.
My boyfriend. So I'm kind of... Kelly really is trying to push me towards going to the David set that's at the same time as Joe. And I personally think that's because Kelly and Joe Keery have never been photographed together at the same time. And I think something is up there.
Yeah.
Something's a little weird.
Suspicious.
It's a little bit suspicious.
They look a little too similar.
Yeah, so I think something's going on, but...
Yeah, so Kelly does not want to enter the same space as Joe. But obviously, I think we all want to go to Joe.
No, I really want to go to Joe. So does Kelly as well. It's just hard because he really likes both DeForvid, as he calls him. DeForvid and Joe.
The Joe.
The Joe.
The Joe. I really think Joe's in his bag this year. Like, he kind of has the... How do I say this? Kind of got the Chapel Roan vibe where, like, remember?
He has this je ne sais quoi.
Like, not at all actually like Chapel Roan, but do you remember a year ago at Coachella, Chapel Roan was at Coachella as, like, an up-and-coming artist, and I feel like Coachella is what propelled her into being, like, a household name that, like, blew up.
Yeah.
I feel like Joe perfectly timed it. Obviously, he just released a new album that was so good, and everyone's kind of been, like, talking about him, and now this is gonna be, like, his moment. I'm really excited to see him. Oh my god.
And then Stranger Things 2024.
Yes! No, oh my god.
It's gonna be a crazy year.
But also, I don't know if you follow up with Finn Wolfhard, but I follow him. He's been releasing new music, and no one's talking about it. Where's the hype for Finn Wolfhard? It actually sounds pretty good.
All I see is, like, do you know Somber?
Yes, and everyone thinks they look the same.
And then everyone's like, Finn Wolfhard wishes he was Somber. Or, like, people are also so mean. Like, it's so, like, TikTok is actually so, like, negative sometimes. I'm like, oh my god.
Like, what are they saying?
Like, they'll be like, Finn Wolfhard if he actually sang good, or like Finn Wolfhard wishes that this was him. I'm like, what the F? Like, people are so mean. Like, it's so crazy.
Ew. I think, actually, though, if I worked for Finn Wolfhard, I would set it up so that he was a guest appearance at one of Somber's concerts, and they sang together on stage. I think that would be a good moment.
Yeah, and that would squash the beef.
Squashed all the internet beef.
Yeah.
Put the men in a room together.
So, recently I saw Finn Wolfhard hanging out with the Rizzler.
Yes.
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 And it made me really sad because it was at a movie, like, premiere event that I got invited to.
Yeah, Finn Wolfhard made a movie.
Yeah, and I ended up not going because I think, like, I've just been traveling so much that I was like, okay, I need to take a rest day. But then I saw not only was Finn Wolfhard there, but he was there with the Rizzler. If I knew the Rizzler was there, I would have been there in 2 seconds.
I know.
Damn it.
Missed opportunity. The Rizzler's always lurking.
Mm-hmm. Yankees games, somewhere in Manhattan.
He's with Mr. Beast that one time in New York, too.
Really?
Yeah, and our friend Miles Mitchell, a.k.a. Timothée Chalamet, was in the same room because Mr. Beast... I don't know what that was for, but...
they, like, took a picture together.
Yeah, Mr. Beast, like, rented a nice New York City apartment and invited all of, like, the internet memes of 2024 together. So there was, like, the Rizzler, Big Justice, Chick-fil-A Girl, Timothée Chalamet, Jersey Joe, and, like, a couple other people. Mm-hmm. But I don't even know if he, like, made a video out of it, because I don't remember seeing...
Yeah, it was just, like, an Instagram thing.
It was, like, just for Instagram Reels?
He went ham for an Instagram Reel.
Yeah, but now...
Mr. Beast fashion.
Miles Mitchell has all these photos with the Rizzler, and I'm pissed.
Jealous.
Fuck that guy. Wait, I'm just kidding.
Fuck
Why did I
Miles?
say that? I don't know why my brain just went there. I, like, started subconsciously talking. Wait,
That's
Why
really
would I
funny.
say that? I take that back. Also, Miles Mitchell is popping off on his Instagram Reels and TikTok because he's in Japan right now.
Yes.
I forget if it's like for school or something, but he's like
He's
living
really
in
good
Japan.
at speaking Japanese.
He's really good at speaking Japanese, and
Like-
he's going up to strangers in Japan and teaching them the lore of what's his freaking name, John Pork
John Pork.
and Tim Cheese,
The Quavius Pork Pay.
and something else. Yeah, he's like telling
I mean,
them this.
he's literally showing them like the most like
weird-
horrifying memes ever, and like
Yeah.
handing them to the people like on a piece of paper, and the Japanese people are like,
Oh, okay, yeah.
they're like, hi.
I know, it's these poor old people, but it's so funny actually. So shout out Miles. Back on the topic of Coachella, someone that we're really missing this year is Role Model. I was just telling you this.
Yeah.
Him and Joe could have been like the two big artists who like go crazy.
Yeah.
The people need Role Model. He also had a new album, I think, this past winter.
well, maybe him and Somber will be there next year. They're like low-key
Maybe.
the TikTok white boys of 2025 so far.
Yeah. It's also funny because, yeah, Charlie XCX is here, and I feel like she would have been better last year. They're always kind of on a lag.
I mean, it's just hard because it's like, oh,
How
well,
do you
now
know?
they're popping off. Like, let's have them at Coachella, and then maybe
Yeah.
like the hype has died down slightly
Yeah. Well,
by the time that they get there. I don't think the hype has died down necessarily, but it's not like in the peak, like thick of it, like it
It's
would have
not
been
Brad
last
Summer
year. It's not
anymore.
Brad Summer anymore. Yeah,
unless it is. What if it's just Brad Summer again?
you never know.
Brad Summer was crazy.
You had to be there, guys. So, who's your number one artist that you're excited to see?
Da Joe.
The Joe.
Charlie XCX, Lady Gaga, of course.
I want to see the Marias.
Ooh, I want to see Claro.
I totally feel that.
I do feel that. Oh, since you're a seasoned veteran now,
Yes,
what
I
are some
am.
of the main things that you've learned from your previous Coachellas? What are you bringing into this year?
Wear comfortable shoes.
Okay, so what shoes are you wearing?
I'm actually wearing cowboy boots, which are not the most comfortable, but do not wear like high-heeled shoes or
Yeah.
boots that like you are wearing for the first time and have not broken in, or like
Sorry,
I know my
scraped your
knee. Oh, I should actually talk about my knee, guys.
Do you see this knee?
I don't know
Is
if you
so.
guys see how red my knee is.
What happened, girl?
Yeah, I wiped out. I wiped the fuck out, literally. So basically, Kelly and I were just in Colorado. We were filming a video for his channel. So we were in Aspen, super random. And then we went from Aspen to Denver. And then we had a connecting flight from Denver to Palm Springs, which is where we are right now. And that connection, like we literally landed. And at the time that we landed, it said our boarding was ended, basically.
Oh,
I think we had like 2 minutes until boarding was ended. By the time we were getting off the plane, it was
ended.
like boarding was technically ended. But our gate was like so close to like the next gate that we were like, we should just
have to
fucking
run?
sprint and just see if we can make it.
Ooh.
So we literally like sprinted. Like I was like my lungs like hurt so bad.
Oh
Do you know
my
what
god,
I mean?
yeah.
And so we're freaking sprinting, and I did not make it that far. We are on the jet bridge, and it's like at a slight incline, and I'm wearing these cowboy boots with like pointy toes, and then really long sweatpants, like sweatpants that are just way too long for me. And like I think I step within my own sweatpants somehow, and I literally just like wipe out. So my knee hits the ground, and then I was like holding a bunch of stuff in my arms, and I didn't want to like fall on my face, so I like twisted and landed on my backpack, which actually was fire.
That's actually the craziest part is that you chose to twist onto your back midair
And it literally saved me from much more harm that could have happened.
to your face.
And my laptop took the brunt of that fall. However,
your poor knee is
I know
scraped.
my knee like really hurt. And then, I mean, we were rushing so bad that Kelly was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And, like helped me get up. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm totally fine." Like, and I was like, "Okay,
keep
let's
going.
run." But while we're running, I was like, "Oh, I effed up my knee." And it hurts like so bad. And I know it just looked like a skin, but I feel like I hit the ground with so much force that like underneath it, it's like also bruised. Yeah. So it feels
God.
pretty bad. And it will also now be an accessory in all my Coachella pictures. So if you see my Coachella pictures and you're like,
What's up?
what
with your
happened with
knee?
Ashley's knee? That's what happened. And oh my God, this is going to take me a minute to heal.
Yeah,
I feel like.
I
I hate when it's on your knee and it like bends.
Open wound at Coachella does
Yeah,
not
like getting the
sound
dirt
like-
in it and stuff. And I think this year it might be really dusty. In the past years, it was not dusty like at all.
Right,
But
yeah.
this year when we landed, I was like, you can see there was like hella sand in the air.
Yeah. Ugh. Well, back onto what you've learned at previous Coachellas.
yes.
What else are your key things you got to keep in mind?
I think my key things to keep in mind is that generally you don't need to get there until like later in the day unless there's like a specific artist you really want to see earlier. But I don't mind getting there at like 3 or 4.
Same.
Like, I feel like the festival starts at 12. Like, there's
Yeah.
no reason to get there that early.
Yeah, last year for my first Coachella, I was like so nervous, like that we were missing something. Turns out you're actually not missing anything.
Like, just
show
get
up
there
later.
late. If you want to leave early, then leave early.
Yeah.
I think the hardest part is, like, parking and, like, that whole situation. So if somehow you could get walking distance, that's, like, so fire. However, normally we would not be doing that. This year we are, which is so nice. Oh, my God. But in the past, we've always been, like, a 30 or, like, 40-minute drive away from
Yeah, that was a nightmare.
Coachella, and then it like literally takes so long to get there. You also still end up walking like another 30 minutes. And it was a lot of walking, especially last year when we went and Andrew had just recently torn his ACL.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. That was a lot of walking, but it wasn't as bad because Andrew had a handicap parking spot.
True.
So we got a little bit better parking.
Oh my God, that was still such a nightmare.
Yeah, it was still a lot, but it was better.
Yeah.
But I don't know how actually handicap accessible that was.
Yeah, it definitely was not that much.
Yeah, but Andrew was okay.
He loves Coachella so much he would power through
Bro,
it.
he literally loves Coachella. He's such like a festival guy. Sorry, I'm yawning also. I'm literally so tired.
It's midnight. And oh my God, if we didn't say, the first day of Coachella is tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Or tomorrow. So it's crazy.
Yeah, I think get your good sleep in, eat a lot of food. The food there at Coachella is really expensive, so try to eat before as much as you can, I guess.
Oh my God.
Or like pack a granola bar. I think you're allowed to bring granola
I don't know
bars.
the rules about bags. That's something I need to know because we're going tomorrow. But
Just like no big bags, they said.
really, okay.
Yeah.
Well, something else to keep in mind, Coachella, my biggest issue at Coachella last year was that it was freezing at night.
Yeah, you have to pack for the night.
Once the sun goes down, it's so windy and just dry and cold that it literally was like the most cold I've ever been in my life. And it was in the Palm Springs desert. And we ended up finding someone's like tinfoil blanket that was just like rolling around like trash.
Yeah.
And we took it and we were just like, oh my God, like we needed it so bad. So we ordered a bunch of those for this
the like
trip.
emergency blankets. But
Yeah.
I think we're also just gonna bring tote bags and try to wear
Layer
actual
up.
jackets because I mean, even tonight, just feeling how cold it is tonight, I'm like, oh my God, I want a puffer and a scarf and
Yeah,
like a
it's not
beanie.
even warm
I wish I
here.
brought a freaking beanie. I would wear a beanie at night.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't even bring one. So
But next week we'll have a updated episode about our actual experience. So
Yeah.
we'll have lots more Coachella content. I don't know.
do you have any
Maybe-
tips for them on like what you would say to prep for Coachella? I think try to prep your outfits as much as you can before you get here because the morning
Yeah.
of it's kind of crazy to try to decide that.
We didn't really do that though.
Even though I will be trying to figure that out
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yeah. I think just like choose where you want to put your energy. Like don't feel bad about sleeping in and just like waiting until later to show up because
Have a chill day.
the headliners perform until like 1:30 in the morning. So you have to just know like I'm going to be staying up that late. I am going to wait a little bit to go in.
Except on Sunday night, the cutoff is 12. Why do I know that? Because the first year that I went, Frank Ocean was like, he literally made us wait hella long, like just had random breaks of like instrumental music, and then was like, they told me that 12 is the cutoff. Good night.
I think he lied. It's definitely not just a cutoff
Maybe on
at 12.
Sunday it is though.
I don't think so. Let me look at this.
I have no idea, but
Oh, I guess you're right. It is. Damn. Okay, well that's crazy.
yeah. Yep, it is.
Oh.
So
Okay, wait.
And I'm also a Frank Ocean lover. Like I'm like Frank Ocean is my favorite artist type vibe.
But that was such a horrible experience.
And then he did that. But then when I look back at it, I'm like, okay, I actually did like parts of his set. But in the moment when you were there, like waiting multiple hours for him to come out and then him like leaving like that, it was like so weird.
Like you were personally offended. Is that the vibe?
I don't know. It just made me feel like I was like literally I'm there totally sober. And I'm like, why are you making me feel like I'm like tripping out right now? Like seriously.
That's actually crazy.
Like that's literally how I felt.
Like it just felt so bad that you're like,
I'm like, what was
this is a bad
Is
trip.
this real life? Yeah.
Oh
no,
my
so
God.
random.
Speaking of a bad trip, did you know that Ed Sheeran's playing Coachella this year?
What does that have to do with the bad trip? Is that like a song of his or something?
No, it's not a song of his. It just seems like a bad trip that Ed
It doesn't make what? You had beef with Ed Sheeran?
No, Ed Sheeran was my first concert and my first music artist that I was like really obsessed with in middle school.
I think everyone's excited to see Ed Sheeran.
But Weekend 1 already happened and no one said anything about Ed Sheeran.
I saw some stuff about Ed Sheeran. Like, whoa, I loved his set. It was so weird to see him so early in the day, though.
Yeah, he's one of the earliest time slots, which is like
he's
not
like
a
3
good thing.
p.m. or something.
Yeah, that means he's like a less valued artist. To put him that early is like kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't really understand it. Because for me, I'm like, he should be like written in big letters. Like,
Right, it's Ed Sheeran. What are we doing?
I don't know.
But so I think we're gonna try and see him, and I feel like, what the hell? I'm still pissed about when he kind of switched up between the albums Multiply and Divide. From the green album to the blue album, he switched up.
Well, Multiply is very different than Divide.
It is, I guess, actually like the complete opposite if you really think about it. But
Yes.
I really liked Multiply and Plus. Is it called Plus?
Edition?
The Orange Edition?
I have no
The
idea.
Orange album? What is that one called? It's got to be Plus.
Whenever I think of Ed Sheeran, all I can think about is when Kelly and I were in Dubai over the winter and on cruises, basically, you didn't know this because you have never been on a cruise. It was my first cruise ever.
Wouldn't know.
But they basically do like shows where it's like they have a theatrical staff basically that
Okay,
like
yeah.
sings and dances and like does like different shows every night on the
course.
boat to entertain.
Yes, it's like a Sweet Life on Deck.
Yes, literally.
Their mom was a performer.
Yes.
And you act like I don't know this.
Okay, never mind. I
Okay.
forgot. I guess you have been on a virtual cruise.
You forgot.
Anyways, there was like the funniest like show ever. That it was the Ed Sheeran show. And now whenever I think of Ed Sheeran, I just think of that show. And that show was like literally the best thing I've ever watched. And it was so funny. Like it was
Why?
so funny. Because first of all, like they had a bunch of different cast members. The cast member they choose to be Ed Sheeran looks absolutely nothing like Ed Sheeran.
Wait.
And like no red hair wig or anything. He's just wearing plaid. That's it.
And he just sang Ed Sheeran songs?
Yeah. But like I can't even remember what about it was so funny. But like they basically are doing like acts and like skits kind of like around the song.
Yeah.
And like it's not even like it was so bad that it was funny. Like it was good. It
was, like,
and it was
actually
still
funny.
Yeah, it was like actually funny.
Oh my God.
I can't even remember what it was anymore, but like if you ask Kelly about the Ed Sheeran show on our cruise, like that's like my best memory of the whole cruise.
I like Ed Sheeran. When I think of him, I think of the gay little monkey AI photo of him.
What?
Do you know that?
Yeah.
There's like, you do?
I think I do.
Okay, let's insert the photo right here. So that's what I'm hoping to see on the Coachella stage this weekend.
I also think about when our friend Sean Rizwan interviewed Ed Sheeran, like, what are you listening to?
What?
Yeah.
What the hell?
And I'm like, whoa, he literally met Ed
That
Sheeran.
should be me. I love Ed Sheeran. Oh my God. When I was in middle school, my Ed Sheeran obsession was like equal to my Hunger Games obsession. And that's saying a
Whoa.
lot. But the only reason why I don't really care as much about Ed Sheeran anymore is because of this change of vibe in his music. There you go. Okay, not
I
to
like his most recent song, Azizam. I'm saying it so wrong.
We were just listening to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like that
That's
song
too
a
funny,
lot.
girl.
So good.
Anyways, not to completely switch the topic, but I have to ask you, have you seen on TikTok
Yes.
the discourse around the pizza mural?
Yes.
You have? Oh my
It's so. Why are you even bringing this up? This is so stupid.
Oh, because it's actually
I only saw like the original video. There's actual like
there's discourse because when you watch the I'll give it in context.
I think that when I first heard the video, sorry, I totally just cut you off.
That's okay,
The
girl.
first lady that talks, right? That says,
yes, the off-putting woman on the street.
Yeah, she's of course slightly off-putting. Would I have phrased it like that? No. I don't necessarily think she was
meant
making
it in
a
a-
jab. I think maybe she really liked the previous mural and was like, oh, like they're getting rid of the mural?
Yeah. Okay, let
Go
me explain
on.
the context. So the context is this original painter girl posted a video of her painting a mural on a big, what the hell is it called? A wall in front of a building. and so she's like, whatever, it's like a cutesy TikTok. And it's a
Painting
compilation of passerbyers commenting on her painting. And the first comment is from this woman that's like, oh, they're redoing the mural? She's like, yeah. And then the lady's like, what's the new painting gonna be? And the girl's like, pizzas? And then the woman goes, oh, and walks away. And it's like really awkward. Because when you see the girl
I
drawing
want to see what
pizzas-
the original mural was.
You haven't
'cause
seen it?
Having a pizza mural is kind of really awkward.
Wait, so you're saying you know
I have
the
not,
discourse?
I have not seen the original mural, but
Okay.
I know the discourse. Is the original mural good or
The
bad?
original mural is like was so much better and like more meaningful. Okay, let's insert
And
the
then she
mural
replaced it with pizzas.
with pizzas. Okay,
I mean, then I kind of felt like the first lady, like, based off the first lady's vibe, I was like, I know the original mural was better.
yeah.
No offense.
Well, okay, when I saw it, I thought the first lady was just like a hater, and I was like, oh, this stupid woman. Like the pizzas are cute.
Nah, I had a feeling.
Now I see the finished pizza mural. First of all, why are the crusts so thick on the pizza?
That's what I'm wondering
Like,
too.
they're so
Amber,
thick.
we're being TikTok haters though.
No,
We were
oh
just
my
talking
god,
about
we're
that.
literally like, why is TikTok so malicious?
No,
And then we're like,
honestly,
those
who
pizza
cares?
crusts
It's a pizza shop. Let them have a pizza mural. Who cares?
is fully not that deep at all.
Yeah.
But no, the absolute switch up in vibes on the mural is crazy because the original mural is like these two faces that are like, it's like worn faces and like it's obviously meaningful and like you can see emotion in their eyes and it's really well done.
Yeah.
And then it's just like 8 pizzas. It's
she like rolled it. She like fucking took like a paint roller in all white
Yeah.
and just like covered up that shit.
Like imagine painting that white.
oh my god.
Maybe we'll just insert the actual TikTok here so you guys get it, but
Painted over those murals? How do they do that? What's going up there? Pizzas? Okay, thank you.
You are doing a great job. I love it.
Thank you.
yeah, it's crazy though, because the first video, I was really defending the pizza woman. And then I saw the original mural. And also, actually, no shade to the painter at all, because she just got commissioned to do it. It's not like she
Yeah.
made the decision
It's
to
like
do
that's
anything.
the pizza place's fault. Like roast the pizza place, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, and then some people are saying, like, this feels racist. Like, is the pizza place racist? Because the painting they covered up, I think, was... Actually, I have no idea. I don't really know
Maybe
how
the
to describe
people
it.
were like minority people.
I
or
think it was,
something,
yeah, it was like POC mural, kind of, and then...
they got covered up by fucking pizzas
Bad
with thick ass
fucking
crust.
pizzas. Well, yeah. So that's been on my mind recently.
That girl Loki cooked herself. I'm sorry, girl.
I know the poor painter girl, and her at is like on the mural, and everyone's
No.
posting it. It's not her fault.
Well, now it's kind of iconic though. Like if I saw
Right?
that mural, I would be like, I'm taking a picture with that. Like, that's
It's a
fire.
famous mural
like,
now.
She literally has a famous mural, and I actually think that's cunty of her.
It is.
So good for her.
My God, the pizza
She should
mural.
fucking put that pizza on merch. I'm being so
Right?
for real.
She
Like she needs to
should.
put a slice of that on like a sweatshirt, and it would be so funny.
Slice of that.
Put a slice of that on the sweatshirt.
What's funny is that her pizza mural kind of had the vibe of like this Airbnb that we're in. This Airbnb, this room's actually pretty cute, but some of the other rooms are very
Millennial.
like millennial, millennial tacky beach house.
I
like,
think it's
decor.
fun.
But it's fun because obviously
It's like Coachella. Like
When in
it's fun.
Coachella.
This room looks really nice, but the other rooms are like really bright and like
turquoise, dark blue
flamingo.
walls.
Yeah,
Yeah, flamingo wallpaper,
I like it though. That's why I booked the Airbnb.
right?
I'm millennial.
It's cute.
Bro,
We
I
gotta
think
have
people
fun.
love to call anyone that's like nowadays like 24 or older millennial on TikTok.
I know, right?
Like
That
for
is-
Evelyn, they're
yeah.
like, she's millennial, which is like I feel like it's just a joke. But even like people comment on mine like my favorite millennial TikToker.
Actually, though, like obviously it's a joke, but what about you could possibly even come across as millennial?
Are you being serious? I feel like I literally come across as millennial sometimes.
What? Well, I feel like maybe you're just like not Gen Z, like, or not acting like crazy hyper Gen Z. Like,
Yeah.
Well, what are you supposed to do? You're 25.
I know. I'm like, well,
It's
yeah,
like,
I'm gonna
do you
be
think-
like mature.
Mature. Yeah.
I'm widowing. I'm being mature.
Yes.
I'm being
Oh my God.
mature. I'm gonna be poised. I'm gonna be refined. It's just me. That's just who I am. Yeah, pretty much. But then people will be like, she's literally not millennial. And then someone would be like, wait, what? How old is she? And I'll be like, I'm 35.
No.
And now I think people actually think I'm 35.
You should just say you're 35.
I did say I was 35.
Oh. Well, you should keep saying that.
Well, I kind of am 35. Wait, guys,
really
I
think
forgot
about
to
it.
tell you that I'm literally 35.
Wait, I think we need to clarify. Ashley is 35.
Yeah.
And because I am her twin, I'm also 35.
Yes, I love being 35.
It really is a special year.
Yes.
35, you kind of just like, you finally feel like yourself. Like things are finally starting to make sense.
I feel like early 30s will be fire.
Early 30s was fire.
You're right. It was
Yeah.
fire.
It was. Well, should we get into our faves of the week, girl?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are our faves of the week?
My favorite is Neosporin with
On your knee?
pain medication in it
Oh.
because it's helping out my knee right now.
That's so sad. Can I squinch it?
Sure.
Ooh! It's like hot. Your knee is literally
Oh,
hot.
really? It's healing.
Oh my god, the entire surrounding area is hot.
Really?
That's scary. It's not like burning hot.
Oh
but
no,
it's
it is
warm.
literally hot.
Ew.
Ew. It's kind of greasy
you need
too.
a Band-Aid.
I know, we don't even have a Band-Aid here, but whatever.
Wow.
Other
Okay.
than that, my other favorite, actually no, you go first. I forgot.
What? Okay, let me check my Spotify for my favorite music of the moment.
By Made Matcha.
Ooh, and that's one of your favorites?
Yes.
Actually, did not.
I just like making, that one actually was not my best work, but I love making a cultural matcha. And I love blending different cultures with matcha, and I think it's so fun.
Can't agree more, girl. My faves of the week: Sunshine, sitting in a pool. Also, once again, I really like my April playlist on Spotify. And favorite about myself. What's my favorite this week? I have nothing.
Oh, my favorite's the Minecraft movie.
You already said this, I think, last week.
Really?
It could be your favorite again, though.
Chicken jockey.
Okay, actually, my favorite about myself, this is going to sound so self-centered, but that's
Okay.
the purpose of this freaking segment of the pod.
Yes.
Is to be self-centered. My favorite thing about myself is that I can be so inspired just by myself. Like, I feel like I don't really need to be inspired by outside things at all. Like, I am very inspired by other people and other artists and stuff, but sometimes I'll watch, I actually just watched my own LA vlog with
Bro,
Pono from last year.
I love rewatching our own videos. That sounds
Right?
crazy, but I think it's just such good vibes, and sometimes you forget things that you've made or you've done, and
it
being
reignites-
reminded.
Yeah. And I feel like when you have a really good video and you rewatch it, you're like, damn, that's what this is all about.
Like, this is fire.
That's the vibe I'm going for. Like, reignites the spark to make videos in our OG style and
They make
stuff.
you feel good.
Yeah,
and proud.
right. So when I watch a video that I'm proud of that I posted a year or so ago, and I kind of forget about it, and I remember, I'm like, oh my god, I want to make another video right now. So that's kind of what I did on the plane. I watched that video.
Oh, nice.
And I'm editing a new one right now. Whatever.
What video are you editing right now?
Crazy siblings living in New York City together, something video. It should be out hopefully around the time of this podcast, but
Oh, wow.
I don't think it'll live up to my LA vlog with Pono because that is my #1 video of all time.
Your
But
pride and joy.
yeah, but that
Wow.
was my favorite.
That's amazing. Yeah.
What's your favorite about yourself?
My favorite about myself is that I love to do and make little things for other people.
Yeah, that was so
Yes.
nice. Ashley set up little gift boxes for everyone in this house.
I feel like literally, if you have been watching me, you know my love language is gift giving. I love making little presents or making even food and stuff like that for people. So basically, coming here to Coachella, I was like, okay, we're not at a brand house, obviously. The brand that sponsored the trip is me. It's Nami. It's a
Ashley.
Nami brand trip. So I was like, I'm going to make it a brand trip. And I thought it'd be so cute to give everyone goodie bags or a little pile of goodies on their bed because
That's what brands do.
that's what brands do at Coachella, which we've only experienced that literally one time at our last
Yeah.
Coachella, but that experience was so fun and made me feel oh my god,
I'm really
I'm
here.
an influencer, I'm here at Coachella, this is so crazy. So I wanted to do that for everyone else, especially because while we're here, we have a lot of non-influencer girlies, and I feel like they would really appreciate it. So for everyone, I made a little spread, and it had some epic PR items and stuff, and some Nami
face
items too.
masks? Yeah.
We had some Dr. Jart face masks, and we had some Drunk Elephant creams, Neutrogena stuff. We had a Nami tin.
She even gave me a little gift bag.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Well, everyone got one.
That was so nice.
Yeah,
that was so cute.
It was really cute, and I feel like I saw everyone go in their rooms and be like, "Oh my god, it's we're on a little Nami brand trip." So that was really cute, and that makes me happy. So my heart is filled with joy.
That was
as they
so
say.
nice.
Yay!
Yay! Well, I think the vibes are quite amazing this weekend. I guess we'll find out in the next episode how it actually went. Mm-hmm. This is going to be delayed as fuck. This is just, we always record the podcast a few days ahead, so by the time our next episode goes out, no one will even give a damn anymore. But we will let you know how our experience was this weekend.
Of course.
Thank you guys for listening. We love you so much, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Beautiful twin sisters, out.
Beautiful twin sisters.
Sister.